Hey everyone, welcome to another area update. Today's update, we're going to talk about Hampstead. We're going to talk about the special features of Hampstead. We're going to go over the whole entire area. Hi, my name is Brian Schrader. I'm with the Coastline NC real estate team at Blue Coast Realty Corporation down here in Wilmington, North Carolina. Been doing real estate for the past 20 plus years, so let's dive into it. Let's take a look at Hampstead and its special features. One of the cool things about Hampstead is that it sits right behind Surf City, Topsail Island, along the Intracoastal Waterway. So there's a lot of areas that if you're into boating, you're into kayaking, paddleboarding, there's plenty of areas and communities in this location. One of the neat things about Hampstead is you have Surf City. This is the bridge going over to Surf City, which is located on Topsail Island, which is going to be the closest beach to Hampstead. You also have another one south, which is Wrightsville Beach. It's about a 35-minute drive to get to Wrightsville, but as you can see here, plenty of pretty white sand, blue water. Here's a shot of the Surf City Pier on Topsail Island. But this is a neat island because it's about 21 miles long and it covers 2 different counties. Another neat thing about Hampstead, you're about a 50-minute drive to downtown Wilmington, the historic riverfront, where there's restaurants, shops, tons of different things to do, concerts. But there's a bypass, which we'll talk about. It's probably got another year or 2 to go. But once that bypass is open, it's going to give people easier access to the downtown Wilmington area where you can get into the historic district. But let's take a look here on the map. As you can see here, the red arrow, that is where Hampstead is located, just north of Wilmington. And as you can see here, it's close to Topsail Island, the south end of Topsail Island. So it's right behind the Intracoastal Waterway. But as you can see here, since it is a coastal town, you're going to have a lot of little tiny creeks that kind of come up and around these certain areas. This is a flood map. You'll see that the green area that's shaded is the VE zone, and the brown area is the AE zone, and anything outside of that zone is considered the X flood zone, which basically means that you're not required to carry flood insurance in those areas. So it's a pretty neat little area, but we're going to talk about some of the numbers here. Taxes are based on assessed value. So if you own a home that's assessed at $350,000 in Hampstead, you'll roughly pay around $34.30 per year in annual real estate taxes. There's a lot of different communities nestled all throughout, and they all usually have like an HOA that it ranges from various different aspects. Some have a lot of amenities, some have very few amenities, but definitely give us a shout or call us if you have any questions on HOA. Now, let's dive into it here. Hampstead is known for their school district. You can see here's a chart. They have a really good high-ranking schools here in the area. Top schools, I would say that's one of the biggest or the second biggest driving forces of people wanting to move to the Hampstead area. Others are being close to the beach, being close to the water, having boat access, and also it's known to some great restaurants like Driftwood Craft Kitchen. You got Debbie's on 17. You got some really cool spots along the Intracoastal Waterway. Here's Sailfish, just south of Hampstead and Scotts Hill. It's on the waterway. Got some really good places to get some good southern style food like Sawmill Grill. But here's the neat thing, is like you can imagine pulling up your boat to a dock and listening to live music, going to go eat at Sailfish here. Here's a shot of the Intracoastal Waterway. Here's some people coming out of the Sailfish restaurant. But it makes Hampstead a really cool town because it's coastal. Another neat thing is they have Kiwanis Park. So it's a really cool park. As you can see here, they have tons of different playing fields. You'll roll up there on the weekends. You'll see soccer games, lacrosse games, pickup, football, ultimate frisbee, you name it. But they have a variety of different playing fields. They got beach volleyball. They've got a cool playground for kids and stuff to go visit and stuff like that. But it's a neat thing having this park here in your area. They've got multiple baseball fields, which are lit. And as you can see here, some shots of the playground and everything. But it's a really cool asset having this neat park here in Hampstead. And they actually just completed a couple brand new pickleball courts, tennis courts, basketball courts, as you can see here in this video clip, which is pretty neat. I would say another unique thing about the Hampstead area is that they have marinas. They've got places where you can store your boat, whether it's dry stack or buying a wet slip. And this is a clip of South Harbor Village. And it's also a community as well. Also, too, if you are looking to maybe just have a boat at your house and you want to drop it in, they also have wildlife public ramps with direct access to the Intracoastal Waterway. Here's a shot of one off of Sloop Point Road. And also for your marina needs, they also have Sloop Point Marina. That's good to have that here in your backyard in Hampstead if you're looking to get some tune-ups on your offshore fishing vessel or boats for the Intracoastal Waterway. It's nice having marinas in the area that you can just roll up to. Another thing too about Hampstead is that they have a couple brand new developments that are on the waterway. Here's a shot of Delamar. It's a brand new community. They got lots along the Intracoastal Waterway. What I'll do is I'll post a link in the description of this video on Hampstead to some of these different communities. I'm not going to be able to get to them all, but some of the main ones that are coming out of the ground. But this is Delamar, brand new. Got some, there's one of the last few developments on the Intracoastal Waterway. They got some, developments in Hampstead are kind of scattered throughout, but here's one, Pecan Grove. It's a really cool one. It's got access to the Intracoastal Waterway. It's got some pretty trees. They're still building new in this neighborhood, but it's got access to the Intracoastal Waterway, which is pretty cool. Throughout the Hampstead area, you'll find some other pockets of neighborhoods. Here's another one, Wynd. They've got some new construction. It's got water access. It's got parts of it along the Intracoastal Waterway. But you've got, a couple of pockets of new home neighborhoods throughout Hampstead, and they got some really cool, great, existing neighborhoods as well. This is East Wynd looking down the Intracoastal Waterway. There's another one called Wynwater. It's a little bit more established, but all these different neighborhoods, some of them have pools, some of them don't, but Hampstead's got a lot of great ones. Some, again, have access to the Intracoastal Waterway, but all are really close to Topsail Island, which makes it nice, real convenient, which makes Hampstead a really cool place to live. Some of them even have their own marina. Here's a shot of Salter's Haven. It's a marina front community. They got their pool, clubhouse, fitness center, and it touches the Intracoastal Waterway. Sits right behind Topsail Island, but it's another neat one. If you're looking for a place that you can keep your boat, you definitely have to own in this neighborhood to get a slip here, but it's another neat one. You also have some communities with golf courses here. You've got Olde Pointe, you've got Castle Bay, and you've got Ironclad, which is in Belvedere. So if you're looking to play some golf, you do have some cool golf courses here in the Hampstead area as well. So hopefully this has been beneficial. If you guys got questions on Hampstead, feel free to give me a call. Again, this is just a very small snapshot of the Hampstead area. Again, it's growing. School districts are driving people to move to this area. The beach, water access, and being close to everyday convenience factors like Wilmington as well. So again, Brian Schrader with the Coastline NC real estate team at Blue Coast. Feel free to give me a call. We'll see you guys here on the next area update. Take care now.